everybody has been asking for an update to our bills in Ocala. What does it actually cost to live in Ocala? And I did this video a few years back, and it was very vulnerable feeling for me to actually share my bills and, you know, what we splurge on and stuff like that. But it was also extremely helpful to a lot of people. So I'm going to go ahead and update it because, of course, a lot of stuff has changed out in the entire world, especially with how much things cost. And of course, we've had a lot of changes ourselves. I mean, we've got one child in college right now, and we've got our daughter is about to go into college. She graduates next year. So and she's about to start driving as well, which I'm sure is just going to throw everything into craziness. But let's go ahead and jump right into it. This is not necessarily going to be anybody else's bills, but this is what we spend. And just one other moment of vulnerability. My husband and I are not huge spenders, okay? I'm more so than him. I have a slight addiction to Amazon, but that's okay. It's okay. I do tend to rein it in a bit, but most of our income, we like to save for investments. Currently, we are turning one of our investment properties from a 2-1 into a 4-3. So to say that it is a huge, massive undertaking is not even joking. Okay, right now they've got like a jackhammer putting in new pipes and new plumbing and stuff like that. I will show you a video of that mayhem once it's complete, but right now it's not complete. There's holes in the floor. So yeah, so that's something that's obviously going to cost a lot of money to do and take a lot of our savings and stuff to do that kind of stuff. All right. Okay, here we go. Try not to judge. Okay, so we do have, a few small investments, like I said, but basically right now, we don't owe anything. We have 3 vehicles, not counting my son's because that's his car. It's a paid off car. He paid a portion. We paid a portion. That's his. So we have 3 between my husband and myself. One of those is about to get sold. I've explained to my husband, it's not a lawn ornament. We don't drive it. It's got to go. So it's in the driveway. But anyway, and then we do need to get, like I said, my daughter, she works. She's going to be going to college. She is going to need a vehicle. So, and though she's not driving that one because it's not reliable. It's old. It's a year older than our son that's in college. Okay. So, those are all paid off except for mine, the Prius. We owe about $19,000 on. There's a monthly payment of $360. That's a little outrageous to us, but we could pay it off. We don't want to pay it off because my husband does like to have credit open, and that's, basically a line of credit or whatever. All right. We have taxes like you wouldn't believe. Because we are self-employed, it doesn't come out of our paychecks. We have to go ahead and pay in. We have vacation savings that we pay as a line item in here so that we don't have to rely on credit cards. We just, save, and then we know when we're gonna go on vacation, and we're just gonna, pay towards that each month. All right, car insurance. Currently, our car insurance is $237.01 per month. Because we don't have like new cars, it's reasonable. That is going to go up considerably soon when we add a new driver. So I'm sure that's going to be painful, but for right now, it's $237.01. We have that currently through State Farm. Although Macy over at Brown & Brown, her and I are going to talk, and we might go ahead and transition some of our insurance. We'll see. All right, Florida Blue, which is for me and the 2 kids, that is $226.85 per month. And it used to cover my husband, but he turned 65. Do you know what happens when your husband turns 65? He goes on Medicare whether he wants to or not. So we're like, can we opt out of this? Because this sucks. And there's like all these, you know, supplemental and this and that and the other, and I don't know. Anyway, but he has that through United Healthcare, the Medicare program. We have a really good insurance agent, both for Florida Blue, and we have one for Medicare, and both of them are fantastic. If you want their information, please just reach out to me, because they are absolutely amazing. They answer all of our questions. They have hearts of teachers, and they really know their stuff. So great. We have dental and vision. I honestly think that's a scam sometimes, but we have it. That is, again, now just for me and the kids. I don't believe it covers my husband anymore, but that's $153.32. Now, the Medicare, we have it down here as $170 per month, but it actually is billed every 3 months, which is kind of annoying. But so we set aside the $170 each month, even though it's billed quarterly. So, and it's painful. And we also set aside money for co-pays, because I have a lower amount on the Florida Blue, because we have to pay co-pays and prescriptions and stuff like that. So for Florida Blue, it's Blue Cross Blue Shield essentially, but it's for Florida. And the more you pay in co-pays and prescriptions and stuff like that, the lower your monthly premium is. And of course there's deductibles and stuff like that as well. So that's just the one that works for us. But talk to my insurance person. She's phenomenal. Her name's Tirsa. She knows all of this stuff. All right. As far as entertainment, we've actually just downsized on that stuff. We had a whole bunch of stuff. We had like Disney Plus, we had Hulu, we had all this stuff. We got rid of majority of that. We now, of course, we still have Netflix. We can't really decide if we're going to get rid of that or not. I know it just went up. It's now $21 a month. I have Audible, but that has actually, I've postponed that for 3 months. Because like I said, we were saving up for the cruise. We went to one cruise in December, and now we're doing another one, just my husband and I, for our 10-year anniversary. That's going to be in April. So we were trying to cut some small costs. I know $15 doesn't sound like much, but when you have 15 here, 20 here, 100 here, you know, and you just cut back on that stuff, you can actually, over several months, pay for a cruise. So anyway, Audible, I had so many books already in there, and there was a lot of free books and stuff like that. And even though I listen to it over all the time, a lot of books I listen to over and over again, like How to Win Friends and Influence. I love that book. I love that book. So there's certain books that I listen to over and over again. Plus I had a whole plethora of books I haven't listened to yet. So I went ahead and just paused it, so I don't get any new books, but that's going to allow me a few months to catch up on what I have, which is really great to do while you're cleaning your house. I'm telling you, it's fantastic. All right. We also have Amazon Prime that comes with our Amazon. We use Amazon for the business, everything from toilet paper for our bathroom to, I don't know, sticky notes. I mean, we use it for everything. It's definitely worth it for us. And, you know, file folder, I mean, like literally everything. And of course I have my little Amazon obsession at the house. It's mostly the organizational things. Like, even if they don't work at all, for some reason I have it in my head that these organizational things are going to clean my house for me. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's a thing. I'm hoping to get therapy for it. I don't know. Gym. Yes, I utilize the gym most weeks, but it's just Planet Fitness, and it's $23.60. And because I have the Black Card membership, my daughter can go with me, or any guest can go with me as many times as I want. So technically that $23.60 covers me and my daughter. For the summer, they had a free membership for teenagers, which she signed up for, but she never goes to the gym without me there anyway. So, you know, I mean, what's she supposed to get a ride? We may consider getting her own membership once she actually is driving and stuff like that. But for right now, this works. So $23.60 covers both of us, and it allows me tanning and massage beds and stuff like that because of Black Card membership. And if I want to go with my sister or something like that, she can come with me, or, you know, a friend or whatever can go with. All right. For utilities. Utilities haven't changed that much for us. I know that sounds really weird because I know a lot of people had some very different utility bills this year, but ours, we're on Seco. It really didn't go crazy. It did raise, but it didn't go as crazy as like City of Ocala Electric. I've told you guys about that place before. Anyway, water, we budget $20 this month. It was $17.51. Cable, we just do internet. We don't do cable. It's $81.78 for that. And it's through some Zito. It's like a really small company. I don't know. It's what we have available. I really love Spectrum, but that doesn't, it stops 7 blocks away from our house. So we have Zito. That is the cable. And again, we don't have cable. It's just for the internet. The internet we use a lot at our house for all the streaming and stuff like that. And then my husband, because he wanted to watch all the football, and I enjoy watching football with him, he did go ahead and get an antenna, and so we can watch all the playoffs and the Super Bowl and all of that stuff without having cable. And that was, I don't know how much he charged for that, or like how much it cost, but he got it off of Amazon, so he's happy with that. Okay, we also have our cell phone bill. Oh, sorry, excuse me. I skipped over garbage. Garbage is $25 a month, and that covers 2 pickups, and every other week they have recycling, which I kind of wish they had it the opposite, because we do more recycling than regular garbage, but it is what it is. So we have a whole slew of bins, and that's because the majority of it is recycling. So really wish they had more pickups for that, but that's fine. It's fine. We will be fine. All right. For electric, we have that at about $150 a month. Is our electric bill $150 a month? No, that's the average cost. So right now, our electric bill is right around $100, maybe a little bit less. We're just not utilizing the air conditioning or anything like that right now. A little bit of heat, but this time of year, we just really don't use it that much. And we, of course, have energy efficient lighting and stuff throughout the house. So aside from every electrical whatever that we have plugged in everywhere, we really don't utilize it that much this time of year. Now, during the summer, we had a bill that almost went to $300. My husband about peed himself. It was not pretty. So we had a few discussions about lowering our electric bill, but honestly, it was just because it was super hot. And I don't like to be uncomfortable. So my husband and I have air conditioner wars on 2 degrees. He sets it at like 76. I want it at 74. But mind you, especially like when I'm like cleaning or cooking or doing something and I'm doing a lot of movement in there, 76, I'm going to be sweating. It's going to be gross. I don't want to do it. So I know it's bougie, but whatever. I like having it at 74 for the summer. So he'll turn it to 76, I'll turn it to 74, he'll turn it to 76, I'll turn it to 74. So far, he has not put a lock on the thing, and I haven't either, so it's all right. We have a line item for our daughter that's $50 per month. That's about all she charges us, because she's got a job of her own, so anything that she wants to do above and beyond, she does that. And it's not like we give her the $50, it's just we've got that as if she has a want or a need or something like that. Right now, she needs sneakers, okay? Her last ones, I made her throw them away. I was like, what is that smell in my car? It was my daughter's sneakers. It was disgusting. So those got tossed in the trash bin, and so she needs new sneakers. So again, it's about $50 is really what she gets per month towards her stuff. That's not medical, that's not groceries, that's just weird stuff that happens. We still have our cleaning lady. Nobody judged me last time, which I really truly appreciate. Our cleaning lady did begin charging us a little bit more. She was $80 per cleaning. Now she's $100 per cleaning, so that's $200 a month that we pay to that. And again, I clean my house. It's just I don't do it every week, and she does come in. She comes in every other week. So I have 1 week, she has 1 week, I have 1 week, she has, and she gets down and like scrubs and sanitizes and all of that. I just don't have time, and I have really severe allergies. I know I'm feeling judged, and I know you guys aren't. You guys are totally supportive, but anyway, okay. So that's $200 a month. And even my husband agrees with that. So Gas and oil for our car, $200. We actually don't use that much just because my car, I get 60 miles to the gallon. So it's a hybrid. So it's a Prius. I know everybody's like, oh, that's just, whatever. It's a Prius. That's so whatever. Yeah, well, I get 60 miles to the gallon, so I don't care. So we have it still set at 200, but we rarely get to that. It's normally much, much lower, even if we're going out of town or anything like that. We just don't use it that much. All right. Car repairs, we have $100 on there. Our cars are fairly new, but we keep that on there just in case, because normally once we do have a car repair, it's going to be more than $100. So it accumulates, and that's what we set aside for it. Clothes, $50 is what I've got on there. I know the shoes kind of went under that category, but not really. I did buy a couple pairs of, no, I got one pair of work pants and a couple of sports bras as well. And so, yeah, it was right around $50. Then my daughter, she got a few bras as well. But those were just Walmart bras. So I don't know. She fluctuates in size, so I'm not going to do anything major expensive for that. All right. Lawn. Right now, again, we do not pay that much, if at any, because the grass isn't growing. We really like this time of year. This is the winter for us. That means the grass turns brown, which I don't care because it doesn't grow. It's fantastic. It's not dead. It's just brown. It'll come back next month, and then we'll have to start cutting it again. For now, we don't. So like this month, we won't get charged for it, but during the summer months, we might have like 3 cuts or 4 cuts. So because it's growing like crazy. So $100 on average. Out to eat. So this was, we have it set at $300 per month. Yeah, so some months we go over that. Rarely we go under that. Right now we're under that because I am trying to lose some weight, and hello, it's January. Everybody's feeling the same thing. But because I'm doing so much, food prep at home and stuff like that, we're not really going out to eat too much. And so, yeah, $300, probably fine. Cash withdrawal, I just have, the little things at the stores and stuff like that you just randomly have to get. Groceries, I have at $800, and we're actually pretty dead on that. That's like toilet paper, shampoo, conditioner, I don't know, makeup remover, groceries that we're actually eating, all of that. I use Walmart app and they deliver, and quite frankly, I will never go back to the other way. Now, a few things I do pick up at Publix, which is what normally keeps us at that $800 as opposed to like $500 or $600. And I mean, groceries are like, we have so many groceries, like I could feed an army at our house. I have so much stuff. It's ridiculous. So $800 is more than enough for us. We have a family of 4, because my sister lives with me, but she does a lot of her own shopping, so it doesn't really count for that. But yeah, I mean, we're 800, that's about $200 a week. We could probably go under that, not comfortably, because again, meal prepping and stuff like that. And I try to eat as healthy as possible. It doesn't always happen, but we try. If I could stay out of Publix completely, we'd be doing better off, but I love the Boar's Head lunch meats and stuff in there, so whatever. So yeah, about $800. It's been like that for years now, and we're still keeping under that. All right. Personal care, this changed a little bit. Again, we're wanting to pay for those cruises and stuff, so I've not been getting my nails done. I don't know if you guys noticed, but this is my own personal, I actually did these myself. And I like them. I think they're cute. I don't know if you can really see it. Anyway, but yeah, so I stopped. I was wearing acrylics for years and years, and now I'm just doing my nails myself. And I have to say I'm doing a pretty darn good job. So that helps. Also, I can't dye my hair because I'm growing it out for Locks for Love or Wigs for Kids. One of those. Is going to get this mess pretty soon. So a quick trim, and that's about it. Same thing for my daughter. She gets a trim, and that's about it. So, which we're both due for. So honestly, I do still get a pedicure. I'm sorry, but I'm not giving that up. Not for anything. So we still do that. So haircuts for my husband, my daughter, me, and nails and everything, it's about $100 a month. That's what we have budgeted for it. Lowe's, $100 a month, just because my husband lives there. I don't know what it's going to be, but that's what's over there. $10 a month goes for our Kindle app, and I'm not giving that up either. I thought about it, but as much as I read, and I'm not even joking, I read 3 to 5 books a week. I really were like, it's not worth it for me to give up the Kindle app, and then I'll end up buying a book and they're like $8 or $9 anyway. So it doesn't make sense. So that I'm keeping. We have vet services for the dog. It was $50.79. That was because she was a puppy. She has now graduated to an adult, so we'll probably have to go up on that. I don't know yet, but it was $50.79 for the insurance, for puppy insurance, and it basically covered her vet visits, her shots, everything. So we'll see what that's going to be. I think our other dog was $80 a month, but of course everything has gone up, so probably $100. I don't know. What do you guys think? But she has all of her shots and everything. She's up to date at this point. So David has some dental stuff that he's got to have taken care of soon, so we're actually putting aside $500 a month for that. And then, of course, sending any money for Michael, which right now, he's the one in college, which we were doing about $1,000 every few months. I know that doesn't sound like much, but he's got bright futures. He's got FAFSA from his mom. He's fine. And his apartment is only like $400 plus his share of utilities each month. I mean, he's fine. But yeah, he actually has not had anything, but again, his car, he may have some to get a new car soon and stuff like that. So I don't know, we'll see, but he's graduating in May. A lot of things are going to change at that point. We do pay for his cell phone bill and his car insurance though. So it is what it is. Seller. So because we're realtors, with the Florida, the local, the national, all of that, and we have the MLS and stuff, that's $1,000 per year per person for my husband and I. So that's $2,000. So we just had to put in our, $500 each, about $1,000 for our end of December. And then I actually have another MLS, but that's on the office. This is just our stuff. So, I mean, it's a lot, but that's basically, I mean, obviously you guys aren't going to have to worry about MLS dues and stuff like that, but you know, it gives you a basic idea. For our cell phone bill, it ranges online. It depends on which line we have or whatever, but it ranges from $27 to $50 depending on what we wanted to do. And that covers, you know, unlimited everything. We have unlimited data on our cell phones. Some of them we need to use for hotspots, like me, my husband. But yeah, so I mean, for $50 or less, you can get a really good cell phone plan anymore. So they're pretty competitive. I think that's about it. We really, we're not like really wild, wild people, but that's basically our bills in a month. Could we go less than that? Of course. Could we go more than that? Of course. But that's basically what it's costing. Now, as far as homeowners insurance, the homeowners insurance, the house budget, and property taxes. Property taxes have gone up like crazy, and we own multiple houses. I'm not going to get into all of that. It really, honestly, plus what we have for our home is several years old and hasn't really changed. And that's honestly, please, for crying out loud. For all of you that are out there renting, what do you think your rent is going to be 30 years from now? I guarantee it's not going to be what it is today. So yeah, so if you can possibly purchase, please do so. Yes, of course, property taxes can go up, but that's because the value of your house goes up primarily. It's not the tax itself has necessarily gone up. It's the fact that you have more value. It's been appraised at more value. So that means equity into your home. That's freaking amazing. All right, so all of that, not counting the insurance, and because my sister lives with us and pays a portion of it as well, we pay $1,025 for our home each month. And then of course insurance, and insurance has definitely gone up, in case you were wondering. So so Macy is actually going to get some quotes for insurance for not just, you know, us, but also the investment properties as well. So yeah, that's basically it. Hopefully this helped. I don't know anybody else, you know, what you guys are doing, where you're at. Feel free to share your information in the comments. But this is basically where we're at. Again, we are not like going crazy spending money or anything like that. And honestly, our stuff hasn't changed that much. Yeah, the world has changed, but us as people, we really haven't. We're using the same utility companies. We're using the same house cleaner. We're using the same lawn guy. I mean, we got a new dog, but it's still about the same. So, so the world has gone up, but actually a lot of our stuff, we haven't. You know, I've stopped doing my acrylic nails. We stopped doing Hulu, and we got an antenna for the house. I mean, there are certain things that you can do to cut costs that don't affect your life. And that's really, I mean, you can live big on a budget. It's okay. And again, we know what our budget is. We know what we have to set aside for things. That's probably the biggest key thing right there, is that we actually, I'm looking at a spreadsheet. We've used it for years. My husband and I both have access to it. And it's just, we know exactly what's going to be budgeted and what we need to actually do and all of that. So, and you know, and I created the spreadsheet, but again, you can use anything. You can honestly use anything for that. So, all right, well, that's it for me. If you have any questions, feel free to share them. But this is our 2024 updated budget of what it costs to live here in Ocala. Hope you enjoyed.
Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.